Hello and welcome to another Foundry video tutorial. There has been an update, and along with it the two new modules, Archives of the Empire and Middenheim City of the White Wolf, have been released. And I thought it was a good idea to showcase them a little bit. I will not be going over all the little changes that are in the new update, because most of them you can just read in the release notes. But there's a couple I'd like to show because they're interesting. And I will just be going over the content of the archives in Middenheim City of the White Wolf, so you know what to expect from it. Right, let's get a cracking. First up, Archives of the Empire. There's some particularly cool scenes in it. First of all, let's turn it down a little bit more. There we go. The Mootland. There we go. Nice little map of the Mootland, along with journal notes on it. And one of the cool things that is new here is that you'll see this icon, and if you click it, if you want to know where is the green leaves, you click it and it zooms to where the journal icon is. Pretty cool. So here's the Mootland. Nice picture of the Mootlands, and if you want to know where it is, the icon is there. So it zooms to the icon, of course. Yeah, pretty cool map. And there's another map, the Laurelhorn Forest. It has the same situation with the icons on it. It zooms to it. It has some artwork. And there we go. Cool. Bad idea, dude. Bad idea. Laurelhorn Forest. Nice little map. The Middenheim also has a couple of maps. Of course, the Middenheim city map. Again, it has the icons on it, which you can open from the map or from the journal, of course. But if you want to know where it is, there you go. And these also, some of them have some nice artwork. There's the Grand Duchy, a nice map of Middenheim and its surroundings. Again, all the icons are on the map, and again with the zoom function, really cool. And there's a Middenball map, a pitch of a field, for if you want to actually play Middenball games with your players or just showcase Middenball games. You'll notice there's some writing on it. Those are like a quick reference, and they are done as tiles, so you can just delete them if you want. There's this little ball here with the smuggling face on it, and you can also, it's also an icon and a tile, so you can just move it if you want. I don't know the rules for Middenball, but I'm sure my players will want to play this, so I will have to read up on it. Luckily, the rules are also in this module, so I can do that, just that. Right, next up is the Actors Directory. Let's see what's in there. Well, a lot's in there. Middenheim, lots and lots and lots of tokens. Lots and lots and lots of tokens. Also the Middenball Brute, Athlete and Dwarf, the typical Middenball players, and just to give you an impression of the size of this thing. So it's a regular football field, I guess. There you go. Some cool tokens with some cool artwork. Of course, the eponymous White Wolf, the Bloody Heisman. I like this dude. Very beast in stats and in visage. Some cool Skaven. There you go. And lots and lots and lots of tokens. The Archives, it also has tokens, not as much as the Middenheim, but then the strength of these two modules doesn't lie in their tokens, but in the background information. So more in the journals. There we go. Let's take a look at some items. The Middenheim doesn't have a lot of things here. Some magic items, a trait, sort of a werewolf thing, a new spell, a disease, and a new career, which will I showcase you later. And archives, also some new careers. Interesting. And some weapons, elf weapons, dwarf weapons. Quite a lot actually, and a couple of halfling weapons and a talent for players that play elves from the Lorelorn Forest. And a little boost in socials, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the items that come with the modules. But like I said, their strength lies in the journal section in this case. Middenheim, lots and lots of information. Let's take a look at that career first. The Wolfkin. New career for characters from Middenheim or surroundings, and it's sort of a barbarian berserker type dude, wilderness dude. And like this, when you're at the top tier, the trappings, one of the trappings is the respect of other wolfkin. Pretty cool. Something has changed in the character creation with this module, because you can now not only play characters that are from the Reichland, but also characters from Middenheim, Midland, Nordland, and probably in the future Kislev or Bretonia, Talia. And with it, character creation has changed a little, so I'll just show you that. You type in Chars normal, and for dwarves, halfling, high elf, wood elf, not a lot has changed, but if you roll human, you get a subspecies menu, and then you can choose, or maybe roll if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can just do 1d5 and you roll. And you can click on Middenheim, for instance, and it'll give you the characteristics of a Middenheimer, and the careers will also be slightly different. Like the numbers on the table will be allocated differently, and some careers won't even be available for you. And of course, if you're from Middenheim, the Wolfkin career will be on that table. So you'll roll just a little bit different than you would usually roll. The same goes for Nordlander. If it doesn't work in the first instance, it's because you've rolled a result that's not available to Nordlander. So just click again until you get something that is available for Nordlander. So there's stuff going on in the background. Don't worry, it's not broken. It's working. A busker, sure. So yeah, you'll get this subspecies thing. It's not really a species, but you know, it fits the term. So yeah, imagine Kislev, Talia, Bretonian, all the other provinces, maybe even Albion. Who knows? Maybe the same thing will be available, or you can make it yourself. I don't know. For dwarves, you know, you're from a. Let's do it. Yep. Maybe you're from a different Karak. But now if you click dwarf, you won't get the sub menu, and if you click halfling, you get the different clans that are in the new models. So with the halflings, you can also choose like a rumster, and you will have different careers available. With the wood elves, you get some. I won't pronounce these, but some areas. And with the high elf, nothing. Choose high elf. Yeah, I broke it. But, yep. There you go. So yeah, those halfling clans. We'll get to that later, but that's the new careers, a new character creation. I mean, that comes with Middenheim. Of course, the Middenball rules. Some information about all kinds of dark cults. Lots of these have cool artwork with them. The Low Kings, Edam Gouda, my favorite character. My favorite NPC, Edam Gouda. These are both types of cheese, and he is the big cheese. That's just awesome. The Grand Duchy of Middenheim, the lie of the land, of course, the provinces, and the Grand Duchy of Middenheim. Some cool artwork. There we go. I like this, the bestiary, the bestiary. It gives some information, and from that you can also just click on it, and it gives you the stats for the thing. Cool. The visitor's guide with information on the different areas and buildings and such on the map. You can also access these, of course, from the map itself. Welcome to Middenheim. Just some information. City rulers, and if you bring up Graf Boris Stadbringer, of course, there's information, but just a cool piece of artwork. So that's it for the Middenheim module. The archives. There we go. I promised you the careers. There we go. A Ghost Strider. A new type of elf career. A Field Warden. A new type of Halfling career. There we go. A Carrack Ranger. A new type of Dwarf career. And the coolest one yet, a Badger Rider. This is instantly an iconic new career for Halflings. It will probably be very popular amongst Halfling players. We already had the Slayer as an iconic Warhammer character, and I think this will go nicely along that. Cool artwork too. There you go. So those are the new careers for the species-specific careers. Of course, it has a guide to the Lorelorn. Lots of information. You can see a lot of those things come with artwork. A guide to the Carrack, also with some cool artwork. More about Imperial Dwarfs, because according to Carrack Dwarfs, Imperial Dwarfs aren't even proper Dawi. There you go. Cool artwork again. And of course, the Moodland. Information about Moodland. And here it is, the Halfling clans of the Reichland. So if you roll a Halfling, you can then choose, or maybe roll for one of these clans. And they're very distinct from each other. They give you some nice options to not roleplay a sort of stereotypical Halfling. So yeah, that's good. Cool. More information about the provinces. So you can branch out from the Reichland with this. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really like these modules. One thing I would like to show that's been in this that's implemented in the Foundry since a couple of updates ago already, but I just hadn't come around to show you yet, is vehicles. I think let's go with a boat and make it a vehicle. Create new character. And this can be a boat or a cart or whatever you want. There's a cart here, for instance. And what this does is it creates a vehicle, and you can then just drop stuff on it and have the characters manage their vehicle. And how you do that, that's as follows. Let's say Bob is in the vehicle, Erich is in the vehicle, and Seifert is in the vehicle. Well, where are they? They're in cargo as passengers. There you go. And I can then manage the crew roles. I can make someone a captain. And they will roll against their leadership. And I will call that command. Command. It's not a boat handling skill, or I can take it as a boat vehicle handling skill. Confirm. And I can create another role. I can make this the navigator, because why not? Navigation is the skill, and navigate is what the person does. And I can create another one, because there's 3 people on the boat, and they all have to do something. This is the first mate, and what he does, he rows, and a row is simply what he does, and this is a vehicle handling thing. I can then assign people to these roles, and you'll see their icons show up, and then I can just roll for a command and things will happen. Of course, there are rules in Death on the Reich, and I think also in Empire in Shadows, for actual travel by ship or cart, and boat handling and cart handling and such. I like to do it like this. First the captain gives a command, and then the navigator can do something to give a boost, and according to how well they roll, the actual rower or ship's crew gets a plus or a minus to their roll, and then I add it all up, and in the end I get a number, and that gives me an indication on how well they handle the ship. There's a couple of things you can do with the ship. You can trade, of course. So trade. Let's say they're in Altdorf. Let's see what's available in Altdorf. There we go. Players will not see this. So I see, well, this is available. I can manage it. I can change some things over here. I can make it more expensive, or and then create an item. And then one of the players can decide to buy this cargo, and it will drop it in their inventory, or it will drop it on the ship, and it will appear here. So that's pretty cool. You'll see there's all kinds of things here: armor, ammunition. So the cargo is categorized, but there's also weapons and stuff. And there is modifications you can do. There you go. Modifications, hull, armor plating. There we go. Armor plating, weapons, a medium cannon. There we go. What it will probably say is there's a minus 190 success level penalty because I am way over encumbered. Yeah, I have to. This is the encumbrance of the ship itself, or the boat in this case, and this is what it carries. So let's say it's 150. It's still too much because of the cannon, so let's make it 500. There we go. In the books, in the Death on the Reich, and I think also in Empire and Shadows, or just in the main book, that you can find the stats for these. Maybe I can find them here. Death on the Reich. No. I forgot where it was. Is it boats? No. Well, anyway, it's somewhere. I forgot where it was. Death on the Right Companion. That's where it is, I think. Yep. The Empire's Rivers. No. Of course not. River navigation. Here are the rules for boat handling. River boats of the Empire. There we go. Rowboat. See, it gives you the stats, and you can just copy paste them or whatever. Large barge, just for reference. There you go. Knew it was there. But one cool thing this also does is if you done all the thingies with your boat, you can give it a cool token icon. If you then drag it on the map and you zoom in, there you go. There's the passengers. There's little teeny tiny icons. Isn't that cute? So that's it for this video. Big shout out to Mooman who made all this possible, and I've heard that he now made it his day job, so congratulations to him. Please leave a like and subscribe, leave a comment if you want, and I'll catch you in another video.